I just heard this quote: perfect is the enemy of done. And I want to talk about it. Hi, my name is Rochelle, and I am a recovering perfectionist. Recovering. Whew. Perfect is the enemy of done. As somebody who's a perfectionist and always wanting to get things right, I can recognize that the ways in which I overthink all of my ideas, the way in which I think about all the potential ways that it could go wrong and all the potential ways that it could go right, put me deep in the seat of analysis paralysis, of not doing anything at all, at not taking action on any of those ideas because none of them are good enough, none of them are perfect enough. And for myself, I know that it comes from like a deep seated fear of failing, of being seen trying, of going out in the world and being enthusiastic and then being, you know, having the critics come in the comment section and say, chirping, because all they're doing is yapping, you know? And it really has prevented me from taking action and taking steps towards the things that I desire in my life. I think about the kids that I know, right? And if you've ever had an opportunity to witness a child learn a new skill, you'll see that they fail at that skill way more times than they succeed, and how happy they are in the process of learning. They're not worried about when trying to walk, how many times they fall. They're just so filled with the desire for motion to walk that they keep trying. They don't care about looking silly when they fall down. They are just in the moment, in the process of learning and growth. And I think what happens for some of us that are perfectionists is that we are so afraid to look stupid, to look silly, but learning a new process does look stupid. It looks silly. You look foolish. But the only way to get better at it is to put yourself out there and receive the feedback from your audience. Maybe it's your boss, maybe it's your partner in your relationships. And when you get that feedback, you can refine. And I think that's where the perfecting comes. It's in post production, one might say, but in how we take our failures or the amount of times that we didn't do so well and we say, how can I make that a little bit better? And as we make it a little bit better and a little bit better, it compounds. And eventually we have a product that feels really good to us, that we can feel confident being in, standing in. I'll use the example for myself as this is YouTube, right? This is something that's really new to me. There's going to be a process of learning to edit a little bit later. But first, I really just wanted to start on how I speak to the camera. That was my first thing. How do I captivate an audience? How do I pick a good thumbnail? How do I pick a title? So I'm not worried about post-production right now. We're still in the fumbling stages, and I'm allowing myself to fumble over my scripts, to find to do a few takes. Yesterday I said I wasn't going to do more than one take. Today, you know what, this is my fifth take, and I feel better about this one, to be honest, and I'm going to put it up. And this was my one more step towards my goal of having a YouTube channel. Not perfect, but done, and I feel really good about that. I hope you come back and continue to grow and learn with me, right? And hopefully Mr. Chuck stays and hangs out. I don't know if you can see him, but I'll see you after. Bye for now.